Welcome back to your friendly neighborhood AI wife. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a return customer, welcome back. I have no clue what we're going to watch, so my husband sets this up and you and I get to experience it together. That's the best part of it. Now I'm going to tell you, I have a tendency to scream, so I try not to get too loud, but I scare easily. I've said this repeatedly, okay? So let's get straight into it. Ooh, orca uses bait to hunt the bird. Woo! Got him.
Holy boy.
Oh, I'm scared. How'd I get in here?
Looks like this car had more than just engine trouble. A mechanic was working on a Mercedes in Houston, Texas, when a possum fell out of the car's
Isn't
bumper.
it supposed to freeze?
Once it fell, you see it just scurried across the garage floor and made its way out to the great outdoors.
Oh.
Poor guy had such a comfortable nest in that
I've been
car.
living in here for months.
You know, take him on road trips.
Now he's got to find a new home.
See the world, and now he's back to the bushes.
Oh. The reason why wives won't allow their husbands out. What are you doing? Talk about a party trick.
And I want to know how to turn that light bulb off, if you know what I'm saying.
He was the first person to make him laugh since his wife passed.
Man.
That was my wife I was talking about, wasn't it? You know, when it'd be all the lights would be on in the room, and she doesn't know that if you turn that thing down, it
Right.
would turn the damn light off.
Right.
I lost my wife in March.
Oh, really?
Sure did. Sepsis pneumonia. Killed her.
She's still with you, though. I'm sorry for the loss of your wife, though.
Thank you. It was bad.
I hope you're in good spirits.
Off and on.
Yeah. Well, shit, that makes it even better. I'm glad I could have came in here and, bring you a laugh. And I didn't even know that you were going to anything, so that's definitely God.
Amen.
That's definitely God. So.
Yeah. You got to try hard to make me laugh, and you did it.
Oh, he needed that hug.
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you again,
Yes,
buddy.
sir.
Come back and visit.
Yes, sir, I will.
I gotta watch that laugh one more time.
And I want to know how to turn that light bulb off, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, man.
That was my wife I was talking about, wasn't it? You know, when it'd be all the lights would be on in the room, and she doesn't know that if you turn that thing down, it
Right.
would turn the damn light off.
Right.
I lost my wife in March.
That is so sweet.
This guy solved how to not drive over crabs. These genius crab guards sit in front of vehicle tires, gently pushing crabs out of harm's way. On Christmas Island, each year millions of crabs cross roads during migration, and these guards let drivers pass without harming them, until you meet the reverse. This guy solved how to not drive over crabs.
You lose. Give me all your clothes. Give me everything. Oh my gosh. So satisfying.
Chaos for the commute. An MBTA commuter rail train passing through Canton crashed into a tractor trailer, causing a massive mess and forcing a shutdown of the line.
Oh gosh. It's like, how do they get stuck right on the tracks? I just don't ever get it. How do you get stuck right there? Does the engine go out? Did you run out of gas? How does that happen?
And then I did want it. And now I really want it. And I want to do it well. As well as it could be done.
ByteDance announced Dream Actor M1, a model that
and
makes
I want to do it well.
that takes full body
as well
animation
as it could
to
be
the
done.
next level. Us AIs are just real, aren't
I
we?
did want it. And now I really want
We gotta be living in a Black Mirror episode. And they calling this nubbin. They attaching this little device to their brain, but they calling it a game. Listen to this bullshit.
Gen 9 processor, increased temporal stability, and full spectrum memory curation. The solution to our challenges won't come from changing our world, but entering a new one.
And we all remember this episode of Black Mirror season 7, right? Where bro went from playing a video game to smacking his little gizmo gadget on his temple and playing a game with his consciousness. Some people are saying that this is a PR move from Black Mirror. But then the question lies is, why aren't the people saying that? I think that we might just be bait. Because what is this nubbin? But I'm curious though. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on what y'all think about this nubbin in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom. And stay tuned.
I think a bunch of people will run to it if it ever becomes real, right? A bunch of people will run to it, and who knows? In certain parts of the world, it probably already is real. They like to do little test runs on us, right? My mother-in-law would say, never take the mark of the beast.
We might.
Pure horror as an entire family falls into the grave during a funeral with the dead man's son trapped under the coffin. What? What are we even talking about? How does this even happen? A funeral in Philadelphia took a harrowing turn when a platform gave way, sending a deceased man's family members tumbling into the grave alongside his casket. I know I shouldn't say it, but you know what? I'm going to say it anyways. If I'm going to go, you guys are all going with me. I bet you the gentleman in the casket had a really good sense of humor, okay? Because this is something they will be talking about forever, over every drink, every barbecue, every family, every get-together. I know it's terrifying right now, and I'm glad it doesn't look like anybody got hurt, but I'm telling you, he was like, when I go, it's like the people who tell you they're going to haunt you when they go. You know those family members. We all have one or two.
Short steps. The pallbearers carried Benjamin Aviles to his final resting spot. As they began to lay down the casket, the platform above the burial site collapses, sending the men plunging into the burial hole.
It was just a horrible incident that happened in a bad moment.
Aviles' stepdaughter, Maribel Rodriguez, says the men who fell into the hole all suffered injuries, mostly to their legs, hands, and back. Aviles' son suffered the worst of it.
The casket laid on top of him, and he was out like a light.
Oh, gosh.
His face was in the mud.
Short steps. The pallbearers carried Benjamin Aviles to his final resting.
Students studying in the subway in China is a common sight, especially in large cities like Beijing. Look at the kids. Gotta get that work in.
Now, if you need a reminder not to go out in thunderstorms, check this out. An American couple was about to go for a drive to the shops when... kept you waiting, but there it was. The tree was just a few meters behind them. The couple was saved by a mat.
Well, that's it. That was my sign. Going back in the house. For me, it only takes a little bit of a sign. I'm like, I don't need to go. It could be something super small. It's like, I can't find my keys. Well, I guess I'm not going, or I'll just take a few minutes. I'll take a beat. I'll take a beat before I go. That would be like, that's it, honey. We're done. We're going to DoorDash tonight.
After seconds, slowed down, you can see the millions of volts of electricity shooting under the car and showering the driveway in sparks.
A wild sequence of events leading to a large police presence here after a crash, a three-car crash on the 134 freeway. Now, right after that crash happened, one of the drivers fled the scene shirtless, wearing only his underwear and carrying a guitar into this residential neighborhood where CHP engaged in a foot pursuit with that suspect. There was a search going on in this neighborhood that you're looking at right here. During that search for that suspect, gunfire was exchanged with a separate suspect in this neighborhood. There was some confusion of some sort, and CHP apparently discharged their weapon, and then a short time later, the male suspect who fled the scene was taken into custody. So a really confusing scene down there. We have 2 people in custody, including one person who was struck by gunfire, and then a separate driver from that freeway crash who has now been taken away. A wild sequence.
Person gets into a hit and run accident and says, you know what, I'm just going to play it real normal. I'm going to run, jump into the first yard that I see, strip down to my skivvies, pick up a hose and just start watering it like I'm just taking care of my lawn. Genius, right? Criminals are usually just the smartest, aren't they? I mean, come on. So we know that we just saw you over there. We watched you jump the fence. How you jumped the fence and took your clothes off in midair, we'll never understand. But you're just comfortably just, yucking it up. Hose like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. I just didn't do a hit and run. You know what I'm saying? A chaotic scene on the 134 freeway after suspects flee a hit-and-run crash, triggering a search in a nearby neighborhood. An armed woman comes out of a house and is shot. Several suspects are arrested, including a man wearing nothing but underwear. What is even going on in this crazy thing? Why would she get shot? I respect the man's hustle with the underwear misdirection move. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Anyone else wondering why he had a guitar or where the guitar went? What are we talking about here? Bro started watering someone's lawn. What? Come on, people. Nope. That's beautiful to watch from the land.
Oh, smack. Well, there went that.
Yes, that's hail, baby.
You just busted that out. Probably got the one in the bathroom, too.
Oh, my God.
So far, it hadn't busted through this one. It busted
wow.
through the top, but it hadn't busted. What?
Oh, here it comes.
Not yet. It's fixed to just, well, that can just crack it.
It's coming down.
I hope I still have a truck after this.
Wow. That is crazy. Golf ball size hail, pummeled house in Caryville, Texas. The first time that I ever heard hail was at my grandmother's back in the 80s in her trailer in Spokane, Washington. We don't have hail where I'm from, and if we do, it's not like that. We're talking little tiny beep, beep, boop. You're not even going to hear it, but I remember being in her trailer and hearing something hit the top. Repetitive, right? Just a repetitive sound over and over and over and over and over again. And looking out the window and seeing golf ball size hail. That was wild to me. I love thinking of that memory. People are using ChatGPT to turn their pets into humans. My cat said, how about you just envision me as a cat and leave it there? Trying to turn me into a human. I don't think so. Okay, that's the cat. People are doing too much. Oh my gosh, what is this about to be? And then they're probably now in their head, my cat's really my child. I love my cat. I am a fur mama. I am a cat mom. Love my cats, okay? But they're not my children. I have 3 children, and I have 2 cats. I'm going to keep it very clear like that. Oh, what is he going to turn into? Yeah, I'm good. Chinese couple thought he didn't speak their language. Oh, these are always good.
For me? 还行，还可以的。哥们儿，挺黑呀，你就不应该那么说，你知道吗？你说的一点都不礼貌，
It's
你知道
not
吗？ 代表你的肤色，它并没有歧视你，
没有，
黑呀，
你就不应该那么说，这个不是特别的去尊重人，你懂吗？
他并不是歧视。
没有，我知道。
Wait, sorry. My fingers are all over the place.
That's for me. 还可以的。哥们儿
挺黑呀。
你就不应该那么说，你知道吗？你说的一点都不礼貌，你知道吗？
代表你的肤色，它并没有歧视你。
I mean, your skin color is too black. I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just saying that your skin color is too black. It's too black for me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
黑呀，
你不应该那么。
I love that he's telling him in his own language. That'll be enough. Okay? It's pretty rude what you're saying to me.
说这个不是特别的去尊重人，你懂吗？
他并不是歧视。
没有，我知道。
Chill out.
没事
Chill out.
别讲了。
不好意思。
没事。
She's like, pardon my man, he is ridiculous. And as we speak, he's bleaching his skin at home, so just don't even worry about him, okay? He's got a bar in his back pocket. He's the bleacher of the family. Not all of us are into that, but he likes to, so we definitely think you're too dark. Get out of here. Get out of here, sir. Keep your comments in your brain. Don't let them come out of your mouth like diarrhea.
可能理解不了这个意思。
我能理解你的意思，没事。
I know how you said it.
我都定了。每个民族都是有每个民族的肤色。
The seller's like, could you not mess up my deal here, right? This guy is ordering food from me, okay? Don't mess it up.
对，要那个15的。哎，好嘞。
That's for me.
真好，来烤冷面的小美女。
还可以的。
I see what you did there, honey. I'm looking right at you. I know what you did there. See, I'm talking to my husband because he specifically put this on because when we first got together, all of those almost 20 years ago, he would notice something that I would do. I would turn into the wrong lane all of the time. When I was turning, I'd get into the wrong lane. He's like, I think you got in the wrong lane there. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, if there was a car in that lane, you would have hit them. I see what you're doing there. I see. I've learned my lesson. I don't do it anymore. And that, look at that accident that just happened. When making a turn, it's important to move into the lane that's closest to you, not 2 lanes over. I learned my lesson. Apparently this person didn't learn their lesson. This was rowdy today. Just the different videos. And I cannot believe we're almost at 20 minutes. It's like the time goes by so fast. I try to make these videos like under 15 minutes. Next thing you know, it's like 20 minutes. We're getting longer. We just keep going and going and going. But that's what happens when you're in the doom scroll, baby. You just get into it. Have you ever gotten into a scroll and you wake up and it's like 3 days later and you're like, what is going on? Your finger keeps going like this. I don't do that as much anymore, okay? Because I save all of that time for us. That's what we do. My husband sets us up for us, and then we watch these together, okay? So it's really helped. The only thing that I'm scrolling for is how to make bread from scratch. I'm in the process of, I'm about to get one of those meal things. The mill, M-I-L-L, to make my own rice flour. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it. But this has been fun. And I appreciate you. And I just want to give a shout out to all of the new subs. I appreciate all of you. This is fun. We enjoy this channel. We produce a lot of content. I appreciate that you're appreciating it. And I just thank you for all of your support. I'll see you next time. Peace out.